I'm Joe Padula.
And I'm Ambar Marquis.
And this is the local news you need to know. What's up, Amber?
Hello. Good morning.
What's up, city council person, woman, whatever? How do you identify as city council?
I guess I'm a person. I don't know. Woman. It doesn't matter. I mean, I interchange it all the time.
That's right. City council member Amber
Yeah.
Marquis. Representing which ward?
5.
Ward 5. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hey, I got a link tree. A link tree is it's in the video description. You click on that link and it has everything. You subscribe to Joe Padula on Linktree,
Okay.
and you'll get notified when things are posted, whether it's local, national, whatever.
Okay.
And it helps battle the shadow ban that we currently have on some of our channels.
Yeah.
All right. I was on that Twitter list.
Oh, were you?
Yep.
Well then.
I paid the fee, found out, and yep, I was on that list. A long list.
Oh.
That was a huge list. But yeah. Amber, first things first, I got a local news trivia challenge for you.
Okay. Let's try that.
Okay, you ready?
This week. Yeah.
From the Google image, name the street in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Are you ready?
We'll try this pop quiz.
Good luck.
Oh, Fort Campbell Boulevard. I
Boom.
know it. Specifically
Uh-huh.
between gate 1 and 2.
Yes, and what does it say on the other side of this train? Trussell?
I don't remember.
It says Fort Campbell.
Okay.
All right.
Bucky's. Where Bucky's is going.
Uh-huh. Where Bucky's is going?
Yeah.
Which street is it?
Trenton and I don't know the side street.
Trenton, very good. Shout out to O'Connor's, my
Okay.
boy Greg Parbs,
Yep.
who's sitting pretty now after that Bucky's deal.
I bet.
He brought that sign. See that O'Connor sign
Yep.
here in the studio? Brought
Yep.
that right in here. He goes, Joe, this one's for you. I goes there an envelope next to it. All right.
This one.
A little more difficult, this one, Amber.
This one, it is. Oh, it's Dunbar. I see.
Boom! Just made it in time. Very good. Dunbar Cave Road.
Yeah. Oh, Franklin. Yeah. I mean, these are historic buildings. That's easy.
Yes, yes. That's the whole point of this. Is to be like, hey,
Oh, I got
look
the
how,
easy
yes.
questions.
There might be some clues to help
I
you
know,
out.
it's- I see the big lady. I don't remember where this is.
Liar.
I do.
Tiny
Town.
Town.
Oh, it's the intersection of Fort Campbell
Yes.
and Tiny Town and the Walgreens in the corner. Okay,
That's
yeah.
right. The pink lady should have gave it
Yeah,
away.
I know.
All right. Amber, what
Yes.
is this? What are these images here?
Okay, so a couple months back, the city council voted to do a study on the Red River District. It's pretty much that giant block in the very center, and then they looked at the surrounding area as well. Actually, if we do the other one,
The other one?
yeah, the other one first.
All right.
Yeah,
This
that
one.
one. So that's
okay.
the current zoning of it. As you can see, the light yellow, it's R3 houses, which many of them back in the time is single family homes, but R3 today means triplexes. So we're trying to change that because they're not triplexes at the moment. And actually looking at the study, a third of that area is actually vacant.
So this is College Street.
Yes.
Here?
Yes, and then the
This is Austin P.
yes.
And this is... is this...
The green
is this Lincoln Homes?
yes, back there.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay, so the purple is... What does purple represent?
I think it's just them trying to distinguish each different
Okay.
area. So the light purple, it says it's like a light industrial district, general industrial district. Is it?
So this is... And what do they want to do with this now?
So in the other slide, that's what is proposed. We had a third-party agency come in and review everything, talk to the community multiple times, actually. And this is what they came up with. The yellow is the housing for single-family residential.
Okay.
And then the light orange color is going to be residential mixed use.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure how they defined it because usually when we get mixed use, it's with commercial and
Okay,
residential.
I got it.
But I'm not sure if
So there could be a convenience store at the end of this or something like that.
not with that one in the red.
In the
yes.
red.
In
Okay,
the red. Yeah.
Gotcha.
In the
Understood.
red, that's what that is. It will be a commercial mixed use, so convenience with some type of maybe apartments at the top, like the Milan Center is doing.
Okay.
Something like that,
Yeah.
maybe. It's just the idea behind it. And then you have like the area with the Lincoln homes. It's and then moving in a little bit to the right side, it continues that color. They're saying that that would be better for high density residential.
Okay.
And so each zone will be broken
So like apartment
down.
buildings.
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting. So Lincoln Homes, we could see be apartment buildings.
Well, I don't know how Lincoln Homes is restructuring because we did have a developer, and I think that contract fell through, and now they're looking at a different developer to redo those homes.
Okay.
And then I think so. You have the green on the right hand side.
Yeah.
That's the Vulcan.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
under
What's going on with the
contract.
Vulcan?
That's currently under some type of TIF
Yes.
contract right now. So it's supposed to also have.
Because the hands bought it, I believe.
I don't remember who's
Allegedly,
involved.
right.
Yeah.
And right here, see this. Don't ever make a left when you're on this street.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I know.
Oh
That
boy.
one sucks.
Yeah.
Good for right turns,
Yes.
but yeah.
Oh,
no,
and the traffic just builds up here.
yes.
Sometimes when I commute, because I commute from down here,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I do this right here and I speed and I race
dear.
and I try and look for cars that were with me over here to see if I'm passing them.
Oh,
Right.
to see if you're faster.
Yeah, it's my little game that I play.
Okay.
And usually I am.
Yeah. So,
And then when I lose, I hit the steering wheel.
oh no.
Yeah.
So then, pretty much, what the point of this plan was to look at what's happening in the area because some people were afraid of like gentrification, and especially with the new Vulcan.
What is
Site.
gentrification? For those who don't know.
It's pretty much like plots of land or even houses being bought really cheaply, and then they turn around and they is it called?
They make it highbrow.
Yes,
Yes,
they
yes.
make it extremely high value, which
Yes,
then
hello.
outprices the other people on the neighborhood
That's
because
right.
property taxes raise,
Uh-huh.
and then they can't afford it. So then they move out of the area, and then that just continues.
It is interesting because right here,
Mm-hmm.
this is hey, this is just low. It's low income.
It's very even in the yellow. It's all
It's low income.
The entire
Absolutely.
neighborhood, yes.
I know. I live down in this area. Okay, believe you me.
So it's,
So this right here, this green,
yeah.
this may be high end.
Yes, that's the fear because there is a lot of projects that's about to take place there with more higher end, I guess, apartments and residentials.
I hear it's going to be like Little Germany on the bottom, and on top is going to be residential. That's what I heard.
I mean, yeah, I do know that when we did the voting for it, I believe it was 20% of whatever residential they're building has to be more for low income. So they were trying to not affect this neighborhood that much either.
yeah.
But right now, a third of that neighborhood, it's specifically 35% of it sits vacant. So people been trying to purchase that lot for pennies, and it would ultimately hurt the community. And this plan makes it so that way the people will pretty much maintain value, but also kind of increase their value enough where they're not priced out, but they're also not like on the floor either.
Yeah. I don't want to sound
Yeah.
mean or rude or whatever, but I'll tell you, Austin P, beautiful.
Yep.
Its backyard, it is not safe. It's not safe.
This district in particularly, well, a little bit more. So also going down to like City Hall and
Like
all
this
of
is where I
Ward.
go to buy my drugs.
Oh my god. Well, I
Okay.
mean, so Ward 6, unfortunately, from the last meeting we had, actually gets the most fire and rescue calls of the area.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's a lot of if the cops or the ambulance have to be there, fire also replies for a lot of different reasons. I mean, maybe it's a medical emergency, maybe it is a shooting.
Yeah.
But they get the most calls.
Ward 6.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. I'm Ward 6. Yeah.
They do.
All right.
So
There's your latest for downtown Vulcan area and the Lincoln Homes behind Austin P area.
Yeah.
And down here too. This is this over here. This looks like the Carter administration is still in office. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is a eyesore, but it's businesses and they're doing what they can.
Yeah.
Right.
And then also this plan
the best looking building down here is No Egrets, the tattoo place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's the only place that looks like nice.
Like, I mean, it's also more newer than some of the other
Yes, that's
businesses.
right.
Yeah. And then one of the main things they also advised us was to create a new zoning in between an R6 and an R2A. So R6 is lots are 25 feet, and then R2As are 40. So they want a zoning that is in between that number to fit this community, pretty much. So we're going to be looking at that in the future here.
There you go. City Council, an inside look of what's going on for zoning, and which means what's going to be happening in the near future.
I think they suggested it between 1 to 3 years total.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see what happens downtown Clarksville.
Yeah.
A lot's going on down there. A lot of change. A lot of change is happening. All right. Here we go. Very good. Thank you, Amber, for explaining what the hell is this.
Yep.
Okay, hey, make sure to like, subscribe, the whole bit. In the video description is the link tree. Make sure to subscribe at Joe Padula in that link tree. You get notifications. All right, here we go.
All right.
Local headlines. Clarksville. 2 flown to Nashville Hospital after a serious crash in Clarksville. Did you see this one, Amber?
Yeah, last night
This was Tiny Town, right?
Yep.
So WKRN reporting. 2 flown to Nashville Hospital after serious crash in Clarksville. Here, let's take a look at WKRN.
Several people were injured in a serious late-night crash. Peyton Kennedy is at the WKRN.com alert desk now with those details.
Yeah, Nikki, that's right. 2 people were flown to Nashville hospitals after this serious crash in Clarksville last night. You can take a look at this video from our partners at Dash 10 Media. The car crash happened.
Let me tell you something. Shout out to Dash 10. Okay?
Yeah.
Good kid. Sorry, good man.
Okay.
Good man. He does not get the credit that he deserves. He goes out there and he films this. He's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to Dash 10 Media.
Okay.
Right. He's the best.
All right.
He gives me hope that we're going to have a news van around here eventually.
All right. I'll
Maybe
check
even for
him out.
the Joe Padula Show Network.
All right.
Right. All right, back to the story.
Happened on Tiny Town Road. Details are limited, but we're told both drivers had to be pulled from their cars, and one was reported to have a head bleed.
Damn.
You can see the SUV involved is destroyed in the front. Tiny Town Road was closed by police during the crash investigation. Remember, News 2 brings you breaking news around the clock at WKRN.com.
The volume's going in and out.
Say it again.
The volume seemed to have gone in and out.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, here let's look at some of the information here.
All right.
So, a serious crash involving 2 vehicles shut down a portion of Tiny Town Road. So this was late last night, all right? And the crash happened just after 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, Tiny Town and Prophet Drive. Crews allegedly had to remove both drivers from the vehicles after the crash. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish them the best. And you got to be careful. Tiny Town's a dangerous road out there. High speeds,
Yeah, lately, yeah.
okay? It's a growing road.
It is.
Some say it's the next Wilma Rudolph Boulevard, if you will.
You're going to have to get a lot of frontage.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. People are still holding on to some of that land
Yeah.
for the money.
Yeah.
All right. They know what they're doing out there. The property owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
And plus, you got that center turning lane, which is always an interesting gamble.
Some areas more than others,
Yes,
for sure.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, moving forward. Amber. Austin P suspends 3 players after post-game brawl versus North Florida. I'm
Yep.
sure you saw this, right?
Yeah, they've been making the news lately.
Austin P, the cheerleaders and the basketball
Yeah.
players. There's so much good out there. Someone reached out to me on Twitter
Uh-huh.
to say, hey, Joe, I appreciate, your broadcast and everything. You reach people. Why always cover the negative? And you're right. He was right. Like,
Okay.
you know what? Send me stories from Austin P that are positive, and I promise you, I'll highlight them.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. So in the future, we'll get the good
Find
stuff.
some, yeah.
But in the meantime, Austin Peay suspends. So the Atlantic Sun Conference and the Austin Peay has suspended 3 players following a fight at the end of Saturday night's game against North Florida. And here's the thing. Austin Peay, men's basketball, not very good this year.
Oh,
Okay? Only 8 wins, 9 wins, something like that.
I've
Okay?
followed
And this
them.
was the last game of the year. The
Okay.
last game at the Dunn Center. And it was not even like a flagrant foul that happened at the end. And I'll play the video here in a moment.
Okay.
It never should have happened.
Okay.
There must have been some type of trash talking during the game,
Okay.
that led up to this.
Yeah, something.
Right.
So there's footage. I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen the footage?
No.
All right, we'll take a look at that here in a moment.
Okay.
So the league and the university announced that Cameron Copeland, Carlos Paez, and Kamari Coffey will be suspended for 1 game, which will be served Wednesday at Stetson.
I mean, it's the last game, so they can't really.
Well, it was the last game at the Dunn Center.
Oh, at the Dunn Center.
Right,
Okay, I
right,
thought it
right.
was-
Yeah.
okay.
So, in addition, Austin Peay has suspended Coffey for an additional game, which will be served Friday at Florida Gulf Coast. So, Van Canuto checking in. What's up, Van? He goes, was LeBron playing for AP? Kind of. I mean, Van, you saw this video, right? The foul wasn't really a bad foul from Florida. Here, let's take a look. So Austin Peay's up. It's the fourth quarter, or I'm sorry, the end of the second half,
Okay.
and 5 seconds left. Austin Peay's up by 1. Austin Peay gets control of the ball.
Okay.
They're about to score a layup, secure the game. The North Florida player, when there's someone that has an easy chance of making a basket, you foul them. So they have to go to the free throw line
Okay.
to try and get the points.
Okay.
Right. So that's what's going on here.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's not what's going on here. That's our screen. There we go. Back to the story.
Ball knocked away. Robinson got the steal. He'll throw up ahead to Fauntleroy.
See, Austin
He'll give
Peay
it to
about to
Copeland,
score.
And he'll try to attempt to put it
And a
down.
foul.
The ball game is over.
And so
And
he
he just
comes
got
up
it.
and he starts swinging.
A fight
Okay.
breaking out
The
under the
foul
basket is
was
Copeland.
not even that bad.
Okay.
It was just body contact. There was no pushing. There was no throwing of punches. There was no
Yeah.
kicking. There was no kneeing. It was just a typical, I'm going to send you to the free throw line foul to
Okay.
try and earn the points. And then the mayhem.
Went up, was going to throw it down to end the ball game, but the red light came on, and now it's spilled over into the crowd.
Yeah, if you were in the. I was
Copeland
right
did
there.
not
I'm
like that he
moved.
was hit in the air as he attempted to dunk it.
And the argument and all this pushing and shoving
Yeah.
As we have
continued into
tried to set
the hallway to the locker rooms.
Okay.
Right. What's up, Ivy? Good morning to you.
to their respective benches.
Ivy Fox is awesome, by the way.
A wild
Isn't that a great
finish
name,
to this
too?
game as Austin
Ivy
Peay will
Fox.
snap their 10-game losing streak, and they will win the final
Hey,
game
what's up,
in a
Biff, Chris,
still
Ashley?
dramatic fashion. Friday
Yeah,
games next
Tiny
week.
Town equals Clarksville drag strip, number 2 for an auto Ross course. He's right about that.
Yeah.
Biff, Chris, Ashley's absolutely right about that. So see how it goes back to the locker room here?
Yeah.
So this thing's
Did they
not
continue
over.
fighting
Just go
back
out
there?
again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Video screen as they meet in the back hallway to finish this one.
Oh, okay.
Just a disgraceful way.
Yeah, this
Close
really
this
was.
building.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This was disgraceful, and I sound like an old man now talking like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, and again, Austin Peay did put out the ASUN conference, and Austin Peay. And here, I don't like this either, by the way. I mentioned this yesterday in the show.
Oh.
Okay, and I brought up Morgan Freeman and everything, and his take on Black History Month.
Yeah,
because he's
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. He's absolutely right about
Yeah.
it, and he's from Tennessee, so that's good.
Okay.
But nonetheless, yeah. So the ASUN suspended Cameron Copeland, Carlos Paez, and Kamari Coffey,
For 1 game.
or some people pronounce it coffee. How do you say it?
Coffee? I don't know.
Coffee, right?
Yeah.
Here, say it. Ready? Coffee.
Coffee.
No. Coffee.
Coffee.
No. You got to throw a W in there.
Oh,
Yeah, coffee.
Coffee.
There you go. Not bad. Hey,
I had to think about it.
Ivy Fox, Van, Biff, you guys say it at home. Coffee. Coffee. All right. So nonetheless, for a 1-game suspension each. All right. To be served Wednesday at Stetson. In addition, APSU has suspended Coffee for an additional game, which will be served Friday at Florida Gulf Coast. Maybe he can hang out with the cheerleaders
Yeah.
who have been suspended
As
indefinitely.
well. Oh, it was indefinitely?
Well,
Or-
I know why. Do you know why?
No.
No, I do.
Okay.
I know what happened. I got a contact over there.
All right.
One of my sorority friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
they definitely should know.
Oh, and they love me. They love me. They every time I'm hanging out with them, Joe, say coffee again.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Yeah, say water. Say water, Joe.
Water.
Okay. So there we go. Coffee. You know it. You know it. See, look, Van Canota. That's how you spell it. Coffee. I love it. I love it.
I like it.
All right, let's move forward. So Austin P, there's your update. And again, we will send more good Austin P stories once I get them.
Yeah.
So I got that connection on Twitter. They're going to send me more Austin P
Okay.
good stuff because I don't like just reporting the nonsense. But this was nonsense.
Yeah, it was.
This was nonsense. And you're going to go into the F&M Bank Arena with this type of attitude? No.
So I actually toured the arena, and
Yeah.
the Austin Pete section of
Yeah.
the arena is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Like,
oh,
their
it's-
locker rooms are amazing.
It's state of the art.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
State of the art.
Totally.
Yeah. So listen, do you deserve state of the art?
No.
Not
Not
with
with
this.
that.
Not with
No.
this attitude.
No.
Now I really sound old. Right. Shame. Get off the lawn. Get off the lawn.
Oh, God.
All right. Here we go. Let's see what else we got, Amber. The local
All right.
news you
What's
need to know.
happening now?
Hey, make sure to hit that like button, okay? Thank you. Okay. Downtown Clarksville sees redevelopment renaissance.
Okay.
This area's jumping. This is from News Channel 5. Amber. I got to hear more of your laughs. Amber has this thing where she makes a comment and then she laughs. And it got you in trouble once, right?
A couple of times, yes, with people.
Why?
Because they think I'm laughing at them.
But you're not laughing at them.
No.
Yes.
Not intentionally.
Not
at least.
intentionally.
I don't even realize it happens.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing about you is you laughing at people. Oh. Yeah, see, there it is. Here we go.
Talk about downtown Clarksville. Most people think about historic Franklin Street, and rightfully so.
Yeah,
But just
fair.
down the road, a major redevelopment is transforming another portion of the downtown area. News Channel 5's Chris Davis shows us how the
You wanna take a
projects
guess?
have turned Clarksville to yet another
Oh, sorry,
city
hold
on the
on.
rise.
We've been known for years as a city of steeples.
As a native Clarksvillian, Rudy Johnson can easily tell you
Just
Do you know Rudy?
vacant lot.
where
No,
things used
I
to
do
be.
I drive up Teller right here for First Federal
Hold
Savings
on.
Bank.
And as an architect, what things are about to look like.
It's a good time to be in Clarksville, that's for sure.
Yeah, it
He
is.
says downtown Clarksville is in the
Hey.
midst of a renaissance.
Here, let me bring that back. Sorry about that.
We've been known for years as a city of steeples.
As
That's
a
right.
native Clarksvillian, Rudy Johnson can easily tell you
It just was a vacant.
What is it? Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the doors. Here's all the people.
Oh, okay.
Was that the thing back in the day?
It sounds familiar, but
Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the doors. Here's all the people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was big with the kids back in
Yeah.
the day. All right, moving forward.
Vacant lot.
where things used to be.
I drive up Teller right here for First Federal Savings Bank.
And as an architect, what things are about to look like.
It's a
What's up,
good
William
time to be
Davis?
in Clarksville, that's for sure.
And he says downtown Clarksville is in the midst
Biff.
of a
is.
renaissance.
Yes.
I feel very
agreed.
blessed to have been a part of making a lot of this redevelopment take place.
At just one intersection alone, Johnson helped design the new
We couldn't clean the signs before they got there. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, did we have to have dirty signs?
Place.
At just one intersection alone, Johnson helped design the new
The old
5,000
Yeah.
seat F&M Bank Arena
I
and
can't
Ford
wait.
Ice Center.
And this is deceiving, the size of this building. It is
It is,
massive because it goes down.
Yep.
It goes deep.
It's down.
bottoms
in
out.
Different levels.
All the different
Yeah.
tiers, yeah. And seats more than 6,000.
I'm not sure about more, but it's about at the 6,000 range.
Alexa, how many seats are in the F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville, Tennessee?
From Wikipedia.org, located in Clarksville, Tennessee, it will be able to seat around 6,000 people.
Look at that. She knows. She
Yeah.
knows everything.
Oh,
Alexa,
She's always listening.
will you marry me?
I think that would somehow violate the laws of robotics.
I think that's a nice way of saying no.
Whatever. Whatever. At least she doesn't laugh at me after she says it. All right, here we go. There
That
it is.
opens up this summer.
ISP's going to play their men's and women's games here both.
Across the street is Shelby's Trio, featuring 2 restaurants
Did you
and
go?
the city's first
I
rooftop
haven't.
bar.
Yeah.
Behind
I've
it,
seen the
Hilton
pictures. It
plans
looks
to
really
renovate the old Riverview Inn and add a
Biff,
shopping district.
We're going to get into the parking in just a moment, Biff.
Okay.
Even more development.
In addition to all those other projects, there's one still in the early phases of development
Here it comes.
that could change the city's skyline forever.
It's a 340,000 square foot
Yeah.
building.
The proposed Milan
Milan.
Center will be a 10-story mixed-use development that's not only the tallest building in town, but the first of its kind.
We don't have
Do you know what the tallest building in Clarksville is right now?
I thought that it was the Riverview Inn.
Nope. It is that ugly butt building. Sorry, it's a morning show. That ugly butt building that's on where Madison begins in downtown. It's called like the Regency or
Okay.
Regalcy or something like that. It is it's a nasty looking yellow on the outside. Yeah, it's over by where the press is.
Okay.
You know, but towards the end of the street there.
Oh.
Right.
I did. How big is that building?
That thing is it's big.
Okay.
anything like this from a standpoint of living in our
Batman
downtown.
building.
It'll feature residential, business, and retail space that takes up an entire city block.
Coffee houses, wine bars, areas where you can have social gatherings and spend time with each other.
The kind of development that could be a game changer for Clarksville.
Just really saying, like, you don't have to leave to get that experience.
And for natives like Rudy,
This area's jumping. You know, it's great. Our town is jumping.
it
Yeah, it
fulfills
is.
a dream beyond even what he saw coming.
All the things that us oldsters were hoping for way back when are coming to fruition, you know.
In Clarksville, Chris Davis,
Some.
News Channel 5.
Some are not happy. Some do not
Well,
like
I
it.
will also say that new development is a private development, has nothing to do with the city. We didn't vote on it. It's not our fault.
Ooh, somebody a little on the defensive, huh? What was that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, people are upset at city council thinking that we have something to do with it. It's like, no, the man wants to build the building and spend his money. Like, we have nothing to do with that.
Well, it's zoned properly.
It is. It's zoned properly.
It's not like you guys changed the zone,
we
voted to
didn't-
change the
we have
zone so
nothing
he
to do
could
with
do
it.
it. Right. There's no apple pie being made with an envelope of money underneath the pie.
Exactly.
Right. Even though I'm sure that has taken place back in the day, but not on this one.
No, not at all.
So, yeah.
He's like, I want to build a building, got his architecture people and went to the proper offices, like, here's my building plan, and they approved it, and
Yep.
he's going to go.
Raquel Red checking in. Raquel Red's got a show every
Yep.
Thursday. Absolutely. 8 o'clock Central. Asks, good morning. A train?
A train?
Well, that is a good segue into. Let's make sure to like, subscribe, the whole bit. Here it is. Could passenger rail connect Tennessee cities?
Okay.
Let's take a look. This is WKRN, News Channel 2, reporting. So, Tom Nickel doesn't have a car, right?
Okay.
Pretty much walks everywhere unless it's a really long distance.
Passenger rail connecting cities in
with them.
Tennessee hasn't
written them in
existed
the
for
back.
decades. But
Reporter Chris O'Brien.
I don't like her outfits, to be honest with you. The bright yellow.
She stands out.
Yeah, she
in,
does.
In all her outfits, I think it's intentional. She stands out.
Yeah, I think that's the goal. Oh, did I just click out of it? Oh, no.
Right.
Let's see. Let's bring it back. Yeah, she's very loud, I think is the term.
Okay.
Loud. All right, so let's see what they say. News Channel 2.
But it's not coming over
passenger
here.
rail
It's
connecting
nothing
cities in
Nashville?
Tennessee.
Oh.
Passenger rail connecting cities in Tennessee hasn't existed for decades.
State Capitol reporter Chris O'Brien tells us federal government expressing interest in
At least
that
her
very
chest
idea.
isn't hanging. What's up, Marnie?
Tom Nickel
Hanging
doesn't
out.
have a car. He pretty much walks everywhere unless it's a really long distance.
I've always had to go either primarily by bus. They did have passenger air service to Chattanooga some years ago, but that's been discontinued.
And his family has a past in the railroad industry. His grandfather, William L. Nickel Jr., was the general freight agent for the Nashville-Chattanooga-St. Louis Railroad.
Passenger rail service is a part of my family's history.
Tom still remembers the first and only time he stepped into Nashville's Union Station when it was still servicing passenger rail. That was in the 1960s.
They had a passenger rail.
They did. So what happened?
Let's find out.
Scale and scope and architecture of the station has always stuck with me.
They replaced it for those self-pedaling bars.
Oh.
Yeah, for the bridesmaids and everyone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's what they got rid of all the trains so they can bring in more of those pedaling beer things that they do downtown.
Interesting.
Have you ever done one of those?
Nope.
And you're not really pedaling.
No.
Okay, you're not doing anything. There's a driver that has control over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, pedal away if you want, but you have nothing to do with that thing moving.
Okay.
Just saying. In case you didn't know, I'm sorry.
Maybe it's to trick people to do exercise.
Well, it's working. They're taking in calories, maybe burning.
Though it might not be at Union Station, he might step into another passenger rail station in Tennessee. Earlier this year, the state sent a letter to the Federal Rail Administration saying there is great interest in Tennessee when it comes to passenger rail.
We certainly are looking at that. It needs to be multimodal,
What's up, Butch?
whatever we do. Roads are not the only answer.
It's no secret in Tennessee that
Look
traffic
at
is
those
a
roads,
problem.
those potholes
this rail
everywhere.
proposal could help somewhat alleviate that.
It's time to look elsewhere and maybe look to the past a little bit and
It's John Ray
revisit rail.
Clemens.
State leaders have discussed rail lines from Nashville to Memphis and
Look at this-
Chattanooga.
look at this
and
map.
eventually Knoxville and Johnson
Okay.
City.
What about
The idea
Clarksville?
itself.
So, see this map here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I hear tell. All right, so I got some. I got buddies. I make buddies. All right. I hand out cigars for a reason.
Okay.
All right. I write them off my taxes too because it's work related. So we have representatives from our district and state senators from our districts.
Okay.
Okay, who are working now because Amtrak already has this deal. And it's interesting with all this train nonsense going on right now in the world, in the U.S., I should say. Well, Amtrak has a contract to build a rail line from Memphis to Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
So, along the way, people are all trying to get their stops on this so they can have a back and forth to these cities.
Yeah.
So, currently, our representatives, our elected officials at the state level are really adamant and really pushing hard. Maybe even baking pies and having envelopes underneath those pies.
They're the ones baking pies.
Okay? Saying here, where Memphis to Jackson to Clarksville to Nashville, which would give us a back and forth
Yes. That everybody's been talking about for the longest.
rail line from Nashville to Clarksville.
Yep.
And then from there, connecting Memphis, Chattanooga, Knoxville, Johnson City. You know, if you're looking for a dentist, don't go here. And then also even connecting to Atlanta.
Yep.
So what would be a 45-minute drive, traffic depending, to Nashville could be a 20-minute ride,
Potentially, yeah.
potentially, to Nashville,
If they don't make pit stops along the way.
to the airport. And we got a bus now,
Okay.
a bus line that's, do you know what it's called?
No.
I forget the name of it, but we do now have a back and forth bus line.
Okay.
That is very affordable, cheaper than even filling up your
Right.
tank of gas.
Okay.
But yeah, so that is what's in the works for Clarksville, Tennessee, and a railroad, potentially. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
All because I get them drunk and I get them to talk to me at the bars.
And you give them cigars.
It's the best. I might as well be handing pies with envelopes. Except that I don't have much to put in the envelopes. But here, back to more of the story from WKRN.
Is bipartisan.
Biggest mistakes that a lot of states made decades ago was removing all the rail access that ran across their state.
To this day, Tom has never been on a train, but he hopes that experience comes soon.
I would be thrilled if that happened. I have been told by friends in my church that there is nothing as relaxing as a long-distance train ride.
I would say it's up there, but a massage, I think, is more relaxing than a long-distance train ride.
I've been on long-distance train rides.
Right? And?
It's long.
Yeah.
It actually takes, like, we went from New York City up to Niagara Falls, and it took longer on a train than if it was if you were to drive because they put a bunch of stops in between.
Yeah.
That's why I said if it's Clarksville to Nashville, you're good. If they put one in like Pleasant View and Ashland City and all this other stuff, it's gonna add time.
Absolutely. But I'll tell you what, it beats the stress of driving.
Yeah.
All right?
Especially when the I-24 shut down all.
And we're going to get into some laws, potential laws on the books, or some laws that are already on the books
Okay.
about driving that's going to affect you.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Especially if you're driving on I-24.
Okay.
The state's sending a letter expressing interest has no
See,
binding
Marnie,
components. It's simply
Marnie's
that,
got it right.
A letter saying,
She goes, if I could get a massage on the train ride, I'd be all for it. I'm in. I'm in for that. You're
the
right,
state is
Marnie.
interested. Tennessee is also waiting for a study to finish this summer before it takes any further steps.
Right.
Now, there is passenger rail in Memphis, but it doesn't connect anywhere else in Tennessee.
No, and I wouldn't trust
that's
those
odd.
rails anyway, by the way. So there you go. By the end of this summer, we will have allegedly, we will have an answer
Okay.
on if this is going to happen. Right.
To Williamson County.
Enough of that big yellow dress. She looks like if Big Bird was allergic to, had an allergy to something. Okay?
Oh, in that yellow dress?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right. Was that rude? I didn't mean to be rude. All right, here we go. Hey, make sure to hit the like button, all right? Share this video, okay? Especially that information. I think that that information is just not really being put out there. Clarksville Now hasn't talked about it. I don't know what that's about. But, hey, none of my business. I do declare. Tennessee's move over law. This is what I was talking about.
Okay.
All right? It could see higher fines with this new bill.
Okay.
So do you know what the move over law is?
No, but
If
it
you-
says it's new.
If you're in the fast lane,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay. What, you're
and you
driving
don't
slow?
get the hell out of the way,
Yeah.
you can get pulled over and ticketed.
Okay.
And if you don't pay those tickets, guess what? You get arrested.
Okay.
Right.
I think some other states do similar things to this, though.
Check this out. Tennessee's move over law could see higher fines with this new bill.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill Cosby. Move over.
I mean, there are some people that do need to move over.
Yes, agreed. So here, let's take a look. News Channel 5. Oh,
Trying to keep our first.
and look what they're
and knew
doing with her.
This morning is
I noticed this. So the news channels are doing this more and more with their young reporters, where it used to just be the weather girl that was in full body shot.
Okay.
Right. Well, now they're doing. If you're a young, good looking,
Interesting.
they put you in the body shot. It's all about the appearance.
Yeah.
Right. Just saying.
state bill is trying to keep our first responders and road workers safer on the job. Cole Johnson joins us live with the details on this. And Cole, the move over
She
law
does
has
have
been
nice
in effect
calves,
for
though.
years here in Tennessee.
But I think that's the
this
shoes.
proposal would give it a lot more teeth.
Hey, good morning, Rebecca. That's right. It really ups the ante on fines if you don't get over. And I want to be clear, this is pretty significant. For instance, it's going to be doubling these fines. With the third offense, for instance, as an example, it goes from $1,000 to $2,500. So a pretty steep jump there. And this bill would also make drivers move over for any car sitting with its hazards on, not just those emergency vehicles. Memphis Representative John Gillespie is sponsoring the bill. He says this is very simple. In subcommittee, he spoke about how multiple people were killed in the line of duty last year in Memphis alone because people did not get over. And while you're on your commute this morning, remember, again, this is already a law. This would just add a little bit more of an impact to it. If it
Yeah, so, okay. It more than doubles the fines. For instance, here's the thing, too. And people who are in that, say you're on I-24, okay? Say you're in the fast lane, okay?
Yeah.
The furthest left lane,
Yep.
okay? It is not your job to control people speeding. I know people's mentality,
Okay.
all right? They get in that lane, some people. They get in that lane, and they do the exact speed limit for a reason. Because it gives them power.
Yeah.
It makes them feel like I'm controlling everyone else's speed.
Yeah.
I'm doing something good for the people. I'm righteous. I'm virtue signaling.
Well,
all right?
what happens is the person behind you gets angry and then cuts
Yes,
over into the right lane and
absolutely.
cuts that person over.
Right.
And you have zigzagging happening.
Okay, I get it. It's called speed limit for a reason. When it says 70 miles an hour is your speed limit, that's your speed limit. I get it's not 75, and I know we all do it. We all think there's a 10-mile-an-hour grace period, right?
Yeah. Everybody hears that. It says
That's what we think. That's what we feel. And when we test it, and we test it. But let law enforcement allow that enforcement, not you, the driver. Karen, the Karen driver. All right. So, yeah. So, first responders, okay, we got it all. The move over law. There you go. Biff says that there was they have the same thing in Arkansas.
Yep.
And it's quite the heavy fine. Yeah, same here. Van Canuto, move over law means you have to get in the left lane if an officer has someone pulled over on the right shoulder. Yes. Oh, yes, that's right. I was thinking of the slowpoke law. Right, there's the slowpoke law. The move over law, Van Canuto is absolutely right.
Okay.
Right. If there's an officer that has somebody pulled over on that shoulder or the left lane,
Yeah.
you have to change. You have to merge.
Okay.
Right.
I thought it was courtesy. I didn't realize it was law. But
Yeah.
I gotta do it.
Right. It is law. Yes.
All right.
You know what? You're absolutely right. People think it's a courtesy.
Uh-huh.
It is absolute law.
Okay.
Right. Thank you, Van Canuto, for that heads up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Rage, revenge incident, maybe. Yes, absolutely. You know
I
it.
mean, lately, yeah, people have been coming out the woodworks and raging out.
Oh, Kevin Tucker's checking in. My battle buddy. Strike? What's up, Kevin? How you doing, brother? All right, so moving forward. Let's see. What else do I got for you? Do you want to talk cannabis, or you want to like, share, subscribe? Hey, there is in this video description a link tree. Okay? Click on that link tree for Joe Padula and make sure to subscribe to @Joe Padula. It will help with the shadow ban because you'll get notified through there instead of where the social media platforms that don't send out any notification. We got 56,000 followers on Facebook. Nobody gets notified when we go live or post.
Oh, wow.
Right. That's how bad it is. The shadow ban. That's loud. All right. Let's see. I want to talk about this one because we were talking about downtown and the growth of Clarksville. And Amber, city council person, Amber Marquise, you brought up this story about on Clarksville Now. Restaurants, grocers, service businesses sought by IDB for land on Rossview Road near Exit 8, another booming area.
Yep.
All right, so fill me in.
So I don't have a lot of info on this. I do know that this is like, I believe it's in the county line. So when you go down Rossview, the I-24 actually divides
That's
the
right.
city limits and the county
That's
limits.
right.
This is on right on the border.
Yeah, where the Popeyes is.
Yes.
The Popeyes is like, hey, you're in the county now, pretty
Yep,
much, right?
Pretty much. I do know that they were talking about making that road International Court, making a side shoot off to divert traffic off of Rossview as well, which, I mean, we do need more roads, so that works. Yeah, it's just another booming area that's happening. I do know Rossview Road, I believe it's projected to be finished widening all the way down to Warfield by 2027.
Yeah, that whole one-lane area.
Yeah.
It was oof. But did you say 2027?
Yes. Right now
boy.
that's the last projected date I've heard.
Wow.
Right now the city is waiting on this TDOT to give us the green light to start negotiations of right-of-way acquisition. So a lot of people will eventually start getting a knock on their door with a potential check. But
Yeah. Industrial Park. I mean, Clarksville, Montgomery County, I should say, in this instance, they are definitely looking to bring in more. I mean, look what we got already with Google, okay, and Hankook, okay, LG out there, all right? Yep. FedEx coming to town, okay? Red Knight. I don't know what Red Knight is.
I don't know either.
But, Alexa, what company is Red Knight?
From Spreaker.com. Red Knight Properties is a boutique multifamily and mixed-use real estate investment company with a track record of building portfolios that
good,
deliver
more
dependable
realtors.
cash flow and equity
Because we don't have
upside.
any of those here.
yeah, right.
All right. So,
And then they want to put a grocery store out there, which it does badly need a grocery store out there.
yeah. I mean, I would say their closest grocery store would have to be...
The Publix right there on Trenton.
Yeah. Or the Kroger on Lowe's Drive there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Same area. Same
yeah,
area.
pretty much, yeah. And then, so you have people all the way up to the Kirkwood area that don't have a grocery store. They also don't really have firehouses because county is volunteer out there.
That's right.
So, yeah, that's also another issue.
Well, that's why maybe we should put up to vote if we should consolidate governments.
I've heard-
sorry. Sorry.
I've heard people talk about that. I think that the reason it failed last time was because it was not planned.
it was not presented very well
there you go.
whatsoever.
Yep.
Whatsoever.
Yeah, nobody knew how it would work, and
there were so many lies being said about things. And I hear you. I get you, County. I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
But do you hear me? All right.
Yep.
Moving forward. What's next? No, I don't want to do any more murders. The creation of the... Oh, Wallace Red, City Council. Okay? Check this out. This opinion piece.
Oh, he wrote an opinion piece. I had missed it.
He's very opinionated.
Okay, I know.
Wallace Red. She goes, I know. So, the creation of the F&M Bank Arena by county government was missed opportunity.
Okay.
I want to know more.
Sure.
Look how pretty this is.
Mhm.
Just imagine,
Those,
just imagine all the fights that could happen down here, right? The brawls. That's why they put up the hockey blockers, because they're going to start allowing fights on the courts now.
I mean, real quick, if you look at the bottom of that arena, the white walls, the lower white walls with like the yellow line, there's actually seating out there that pulls out to fit the capacity of the 6,000.
This is when it's hockey time.
Yes.
Because Nashville Pret, no, we can't say anything. Just hang in there, okay?
Yeah.
Hang in there. And just wait till the concerts start coming in here, where you might be seeing a full house. It rhymes with No, I'm not going to reverse the names. It might rhyme with Sid Block.
Okay.
Sid Block might be doing an acoustic show here soon.
Okay.
Well, not soon, but as soon as
eventually.
You're right. You know, Sid Block, or at least it rhymes with. Do you know it?
No.
Kid Rock.
I don't know.
Kid Rock?
Oh.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Maybe.
Allegedly. All right, so here it is. Back to this.
Okay. What did he say?
Okay.
Disclaimer, it's an opinion piece. Gotcha.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Let's see. So after reading the news article about the mayor's power breakfast, did you go?
No, I didn't.
No. Yeah, they got to do better with the breakfast. Like the eggs, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, it's like army eggs.
So they're powdered eggs.
Yeah, mayor gives updates on the athletic complex, exit 1, lighting, downtown parking, and more, which we're going to get into. 2 words stuck out in my mind. Missed opportunity. I got to do this in Wallace's voice, actually. He's got a southern drawl, right?
Okay.
Our Montgomery County mayor, Wes Golden, spoke of the tax revenue that this project, F&M Bank Arena, will bring in. We all know that this multi-purpose event center will be a net liability, and most government projections are a fantasy at best.
Okay.
Was that a decent Wallace Red or no?
Well, I've never seen him that worked up.
Okay, okay. He goes on to say that the reality is this was a missed opportunity because from the beginning, our county leaders involved in the development of the MPEC, which is now which was called the Multi-Purpose Event Center, now called the F&M Bank Arena, never took into consideration the private sector with proper negotiations and flexibility of location. Today, we can have an event center with no cost to the taxpayer. It could have been a tax resource to help pay down our $350 million plus debt in the county. Imagine the benefits. If the private sector had undertaken this project, we would be reaping taxes instead of a new debt of more than $200 million. You know, like what he's talking about, like okay, Bridgestone Arena.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a private company.
Okay.
Bridgestone. I mean, the city helped build it. I think they are working with F&M Bank and other companies, though. Let's see what maybe he explains better. We would not be responsible for any upkeep or liability. We would not have to borrow another $28 million in taxpayers' money just for parking. The location downtown does not make any sense and is problematic. A lot of people agree with him. Mr. Red Wallace, you know I love you, brother.
Yeah.
He's city council.
Yes.
And
He
he-
sits next to me, Ward 4.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How does he smell? Does he smell good? I bet he wears a lot of cologne, right?
No.
Like I
He's
could
neutral, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't-
he's
he doesn't-
neutral.
He
He's
doesn't
neutral.
smell cologne. I'm not dying of like some weird fragrance.
No, I picture like I don't know, Stetson or something, right? Old school. Brute. Brute, yeah. Remember, we already have one of the highest property taxes in the state, and more than any county that borders us. In addition to the loans that taxpayers will have to pay back, there will also be the ongoing expense of the day-to-day upkeep. Let's invite him on. Let's invite him on next week.
Okay.
Next Tuesday.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll see him. You'll see him Thursday, right?
Yes. I
Yeah.
will. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll let him know if he's there.
Yeah, if he's there, compliment how he smells.
Oh my God.
Okay? Be like, yes, hi, Wallace. You smell fantastic. Right. Even if it's a lie.
Oh my God.
All right? Even if it's too much cologne. I don't know.
It'd be kind of weird though.
No. It puts his guard down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. And then you go, how about Tuesday morning? You come on, with me and Joe. No, this is not the Joe Padula Show. This is the local news you need to know.
Okay.
Joe Padula Show, much different. All right? So, yeah. We'll get Wallace in here. That'd be great. All right, moving forward. No, okay. Like, share, subscribe, the whole bit. Again, Linktree is in the video description. Okay, now the weed stuff. We only got time for a few more. Anti-Semitic flyers found in West and East Nashville.
What's flyer? Oh, the paperwork flyers. Okay. I was thinking like someone flying an airplane. Like, what?
I'm making a prediction. You ready to hear it? Fake hate crime. Another one. Time after time again.
I can't believe.
Remember do you remember the headlines? The other, it was in some Tennessee college. Racial slurs was put on that girl's dorm room.
Yeah.
Guess
There's a
what?
couple.
Have you heard anything about it since?
No.
Do you know why? Because they did their investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know what came up in that investigation? I bet not a criminal, or else we would have heard about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
In some cases, yeah, that's what happens.
Fake
But-
hate crimes are real because people want to make themselves to be victims, or they want the hysteria of fear. Watch. And maybe I'm wrong. I haven't watched this yet.
Okay.
I'm just making based on stats.
Okay, let's see it.
This, then it gets a bit angry, then disgust.
Look, are you kidding me? You're telling me
really weird.
this was created by somebody that wants you to make you think that a certain group is anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Who actually, it's crazy. It's crazy. Wow. This is
I wanna know where they
absurd.
found it.
Here, okay. Oh, you know what? Let's start the story. Okay.
Anti-Semitic flyers were discovered by an East Nashville woman while running in her neighborhood.
woman
And
found-
over the weekend, the same...
And here's the thing. When you're reporting on this, where's the alleged? Alleged anti-Semitic flyers. Right. You don't know if these are real.
Yeah. Well, look at the distance of it found by one woman. What are the odds?
Watch.
Hate propaganda was found in Westmead driveways. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to News 2 at 5.
Oh, yes. My girl. There she is.
All right.
Sorry.
I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus.
What's up,
Unfortunately,
Haley?
this is not the first time these flyers have been spotted in Music City.
The Cindy
News
Crawford
2's
of
Kendall
Nashville.
Ashman is joining us live in
And
East
Kendall
Nashville with
Ashman.
more. Kendall.
Man, double trouble for me. Love these two. She's a power
Haley,
dogger.
Metro Police say over the weekend they received 3 reports of these flyers found in the Inglewood area. However, I spoke to one neighbor
Van
who
Canuto,
was
I love
taking
it.
a run here and says she found a couple herself on Preston Drive.
I found them.
As soon as the side, it's like very noticeable. It's like a plastic bag, and you see this corn cornell. Like
Michelle Becker was on a run when she came across
Every
this flyer that said,
every single aspect of the media is Jewish, and then there's like photos of Jewish people with this Star of David on their forehead.
To see this happen.
For the record, my Lord and Savior, my reason for living is a Jewish guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm not anti-Semitic whatsoever.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
My God
Yeah.
is Jewish, and I love him. Let's go back to the story.
In a diverse neighborhood like this, it's just scary. It's scary for the people who receive them, and it's scary to see if these are something that's
Good
being
morning,
used
Chris
as a
Early,
recruitment
producer
tool.
Chris.
Metro Council member Emily Benedict condemning the flyers today. The flyers found over the weekend are nearly identical
This
to the
is too
42
obvious.
flyers found in a Belmy neighborhood back in August. where two synagogues sit
Back in
close
August,
by.
we're in February,
It's
almost
just,
March.
I know.
it just feels like, okay, it hit very close to home right now. Like, you know, especially I think even East Nashville, it's a community I'm very proud of.
Ma'am, it was created, okay, not for anti-Semitism reasons, but to think that a certain group is anti-Semitic. Okay? And that, I don't know, that's perhaps leader of that group that you're trying to blame here? Well, has a Jewish daughter and Jewish grandchildren.
Yeah.
Fools. You fools. They're so foolish because they want to be a victim. All right, moving
Becker
forward.
moved to the U.S. from Israel 15 years ago.
See, Biff Chris knows
She
what
says
Chris-
East Nashville has always been a welcoming and inclusive area, and she's never experienced something like this.
It's scary to me that there's people who believe these beliefs who are living amongst us.
But Becker says she won't let
Could
fear
also be
win.
some
I think they
pranks
try
trying
to
stir up trouble.
Spread
Yes,
fear.
that's exactly what it
I think
is.
They try to make us fear, and we're not gonna.
Just like I said about that that college student that had the racial slur put on their dorm door, right? They did their investigation. Where's the story? With all those cameras and those schools, right? You're telling me you didn't find the person? Or you found the person and you don't want to tell the people who it was?
Yeah.
After reporting on it? This is outrage. This is outrage. Do the same thing on this. Do the research. Do the investigation. And I'm sorry that you have to waste resources on this now. But yeah, find out who put this out there.
Yeah.
And don't forget to report on that.
Well, I remember specifically when I went to college, I was dorming in. It was back in 2008 during the first election of Obama.
Oh, you're
And
so young.
When he won, one kid put a racial slur, like he spray painted something.
Yeah.
The school found out who it was.
Yeah.
They suspended him.
You're damn right.
Or not suspended. They expelled him.
Yeah, of course.
So
and damn right. Should have been expelled.
Yeah.
Why would you even...
It was-
Oh, it was a joke. No, that's not funny.
No,
That's not funny.
And then
Grow
the
up.
kid was in ROTC at the Army ROTC.
Oh,
so it's like
get out.
completely
Get
expelled
out.
of everything.
Right, yeah.
So I mean, like, they did something.
Uh-huh.
Unlike some other cases.
Election night in 2008, I was in basic training at the time.
Okay.
28-year-old Joe Padula was in
Oh.
basic training. Just joined the Army. Just got done with his contracts or whatever, and finally was able to raise his right hand and serve.
Okay.
And we were at a nighttime live fire, okay, which was, we're firing the weapons in the dark, pop, 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 with tracers and everything.
Okay.
All right. And I remember one of the drill sergeants coming on the bullhorn up in the tower, all right? You know, ceasefire, 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 okay?
Okay.
And we all listen. Tonight, election night, your new commander-in-chief will be Senator Barack Obama.
Okay.
And I remember some cheers. Me, I was just like, oh boy, we got socialism coming.
Okay.
I know how Chicago politics works, and I know this guy's track record.
Okay.
But yeah, never occurred to me what color this guy is.
Yeah.
It's all about policy, because it's all about green.
Mhm.
It's all about.
It is. In
It's
the
all about the
US,
green.
in politics.
That's it.
Yep.
Stop trying to distract. I don't care what color. I don't care what they do, except the green.
Yeah.
I got bills to pay. I got people to take care of. I got stray cats that won't leave me the hell
Stray
alone.
cats.
Okay?
Yeah, you gotta feed those cats.
All right, and one of them only eats the friggin' Rachel Ray.
Well, you spoiled them.
No, it was on sale. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Okay.
It's not going to work. This just makes us realize that we have to be stronger and know how we have to prepare, but
Biff.
we're not afraid.
Yeah. You know what? We're not afraid
In
either.
Specialized Investigations
get it.
Division, detectives
You
are
shouldn't be
now
afraid.
looking into the matter.
Good.
At this time, we're told detectives are
Good.
following up with neighbors and
Uh-huh.
looking through ring camera video,
Good.
trying to
Yes. Locate these scumbags.
Yeah.
Whoever they are.
Yeah.
Just make sure when you find out who they are, tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us. Let us know. Let the world know who they are.
locate a suspect. Reporting live in East Nashville, I'm Kendall Ashman.
Kendall Ashman. I got more images. Do you want to see more photos?
Of the flyers?
I think so. Here, more images.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's
Oh,
Oh,
that's not it.
No, that's not it at all. That's Kendall Ashman. How did that link get in here?
She likes the color red.
She loves the color red. Yeah, Kendall Ashman. Follow her on Instagram. I'm gonna send her a message. Be like, hey, did you follow up yet on those anti-Semitism things? Yeah, she's a party animal. Look at her. She's a party monster.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry, my bad. All right, moving forward. We got time for one more.
All right.
Amber, you get to pick.
I get to pick.
Woman arrested, charged for fatal September crash. Paula Rudd's dog.
Let's do the UPS one.
UPS.
Nashville UPS.
Okay, so Nashville UPS worker accused of stealing gun from package.
Yeah.
Whoa, let's take a look. This is a good one. I'm glad you picked it. All right, so this man, he's facing theft charges. This is after a UPS customer received a package without the firearm he ordered inside. Don't you have to go pick up your firearms when you order them? Right? At a
it depends.
yeah, because mine was coming from out of state, so
Yeah.
I had to go to a certified
Yeah,
weapons dealer.
Initially,
Weapons dealer.
yes, but there are some workarounds on that stuff apparently.
Yeah, you're a
So-
2A gal, huh?
Yeah, I've been in the industry for a while, actually. So the initial purchase, yes. If you let's say you buy a low receiver, you have to go to an FFL dealer, pick it up. Now, if you
NFL, National Football League.
FFL,
FFL.
Federal
Sorry,
Firearms License.
That's
dealer.
right.
To pick it up, do the background check and all that. So now it's technically your firearm because it was transferred to you. Now, if I send that
What's up, Lori
receiver
Mason?
back to the same
morning.
company, because they're building my gun now, they can, and it's a rifle, they can just ship it back to my door.
Oh, okay. So that's how that shipping process works.
Initially.
That makes sense now
But you have
with
to
this
go through the
UPS.
first process. Yeah.
Right.
Although the guy could have also been a dealer and have the address to his house also. Because that's also happened to us where we send it to a dealer who has a house. And then, because the little ring doorbells show you, they literally just kick the box on and don't get they are required to get a signature.
Wow.
And
it's just sitting there.
Yeah, just sitting there.
Waiting for porch pirates.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I advise not to do it that way. I always advise go pick it up in person.
Yeah, we've called about that. It's like, what are you doing? No, because even when I worked at gun shops,
Yeah.
they're supposed to come into the shop and
Yeah.
hand you the stuff and sign
That's
for it.
right.
They'll
Absolutely.
put it in the mailbox.
No,
they're not supposed to do that.
No, every time I purchase a weapon,
Yeah.
it's always going to be in person.
Yeah,
every time.
they're
Even
not
that
supposed
automatic
to.
shotgun that I
Oh,
got.
yeah.
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 It's a Russian company too.
Oh yeah. And then I've had boxes that have never arrived. They're just been pending in Nashville. Like, where's the package?
Pending
they never,
in Nashville.
Yeah, they never find it. It loses track.
Right. The same thing happens to me every time I order from Miranda's. Yeah, it's always pending.
Just pending.
It's always pending. I'm like, hurry up. So, all right. So the man is facing theft charges after a UPS customer received a package without the
felony.
firearm he ordered inside. Say it again.
That's funny.
Oh,
Like stealing a firearm.
yeah. That's a felony. You're right. Metro Nashville Police said that they were notified by a security manager at the Ups store on Whites Creek Pike that a man notified them that his package was delivered without the contents inside. So the victim had purchased a Springfield Armory handgun online, and the firearm was being shipped to the Federal Firearms License dealer, as Amber described earlier, what the process, the FFL. So an affidavit on the incident describes how security footage from January 17th showed employee Andrew Hines unloading a truck with the firearm on it. Later, police say that the video appears to show Hines manipulate a package. I do that to myself often. At one point, he appears to be adjusting his waistband before unloading more packages onto the conveyor belt. So the affidavit also states that the UPS security manager says that Hines wrote a written confession that was given to police.
2 felony charges.
Wow, 2 felonious charges, including theft of a firearm, less than $2,500. And what's the other charge?
Probably theft.
Manipulating his package in public. You can't do that. I don't know if that's a felony, but yeah.
Yeah.
Lori Mason goes, the same road the UPS hub is.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, don't be stealing firearms.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't be stealing.
That too.
Don't be stealing.
Yeah.
I want to go to the range with you.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Yeah.
Plan out a date.
Can you? Can you shoot?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Prove it.
I will. Don't be afraid.
Oh, I would love it.
People. My husband tells them, and then they don't want to come out to the range with me. So don't run away.
Why? Because you're damn good. Because practice.
Good enough. Yeah, I practice.
Yeah. You take serious the power of the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
And the firearm.
I've done quite a few training classes along with like CPD and Montgomery County Sheriff's Department. They send individual officers out to some training classes with civilians, and I've encountered them, and it's been a very interesting class.
I love it that you take it serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, training. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's up with this deer? Crashes through two classrooms at a Tennessee high school. Why does it want to get in so bad?
We began with Operation Crime and Justice and the...
Oh, boy. Memphis, huh? I got to look into more Memphis. All right.
Germantown.
Yeah, das ist gut. All right. What else we got? I think just to like, subscribe. Hey, the link tree. Subscribe on Linktree. If you go in the video description, you'll see a link tree for Joe Padula. Definitely click that link and subscribe. And you should get notified when things get posted. It's not crazy notifications, but at least I'm trying to find out if it helps stop this whole shadow ban thing that they got on us. Again, 56,000 followers just on Facebook alone. Nobody gets notified. Oy vey.
Yep.
Is that anti-Semitic that I said oy vey?
Oh, I have no idea.
You got to understand, I grew up in an area where Steens and Bergs where we were hanging out and partying all the time. Oy, geweld. Van Canuto, join the VFW post 4895. Howard Smiley Johnson. We're doing a range day next month.
Okay.
All right. Is that an invite?
What is that?
Van Canuto, can Amber and I come out and bring our weapons to the range day? And we'll
I have
cover
some
it?
fun stuff.
Yeah.
I got to write this down.
Yeah.
What is it?
VFW post 4895. Howard Smiley Johnson.
Okay.
All right. You know what Howard Smiley Johnson's nickname was, right? Big. Howard Smiley Big Johnson.
Okay.
Yep. So, Lori Mason, Facebook actually showed quite a few notifications over the weekend. Good. All right. Maybe Elon Musk is buying Facebook or Meta. Meta. Maybe that'd be great.
Well, I know, what was it? Instagram announced that they're also going to charge for the verified check. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the memes on that are hilarious now.
I got to go check that out. That's great. All right. Amber, you got anything before we get out of here?
No, that was it in the beginning.
Yeah. And you got a meeting this Thursday.
Yes, so we'll know more on that rezoning.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what else do you think is going to get brought up?
Well, regular zoning. I know there's one that's particular hot button zoning case this week. So I expect quite a few residents to show up.
We got the invite.
Yeah.
We got the invite to the range.
Yep.
Good.
Awesome.
Thanks, Van Canuto. Damone! Coach Chestnut, we're just wrapping up.
Yeah.
I love me some Coach Chestnut. Do you know Damone?
No, I do not.
He's awesome.
All right.
Oh, Damone, when are you back in town? You got to come join us. Whether it's the morning, because we do 2 shows a day now. The morning show, which is the local focus, and that's at 7-ish. We get to the studio around 7. We broadcast a few minutes after. Then the afternoon show, you know, the culture war, the national topics, and that's at 5 o'clock-ish. Right, we get to right.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, Coach Chestnut, he's awesome, too. He's a big motivator for the youth.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Yep. He's been involved at the Clarksville Police Department, okay, and also with the Montgomery County school systems.
All right.
Okay, and really just wants to get kids on the right track.
All right, awesome.
Because, man, do they... I believe that the children are our future.
They are.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let them lead the way. I forget the rest of the song. Screw it. All right, he's back next week. Good. All right, hey, once again, make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button. Boom, boom, boom. Comments. I'll get to them in a bit. And share away, no doubt. And this was the local news that you need to know. I'm Joe Padula.
And I'm Amber Markey.
Absolutely. Oh, she did the laugh again. Did you see? She did the laugh. Right. I love it.